Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back. In today's episode, I want to talk about six-wheel cars. So, let's start with this one. So, this one is a March Ford made by Minichamps. It's obviously a prototype. They have invested a lot of time in the actually in the late 70s. I think this one is from 70. Let me check. This one is from 76. Yeah, probably there or thereabout. So this is a team called March Ford. Even back then, smaller teams had budget to invest in R&D to get, let's say, to get the upper hand on other teams. And I like this car. The simplicity of this car is, every time I look at it, it's something special. You can see here how they put the mirrors on literally on the side pods. And yeah, obviously one engine doesn't have two engine. So what's the deal with the six-wheel car? Like what exactly is the principle? So obviously when you get out of a corner, you get more grip, more traction, and better acceleration out of the corner. So it's a no-brainer that teams invested so much time and effort into this. At some point, the FIA got caught up. I think these are some sort of a cooling ducts for the brakes, maybe. Who knows? Probably, I think so. Which, I mean, obviously it doesn't make sense they didn't put this at the back. Probably there's a lot of overheating in the second set of tires. But yeah, so anyway, this is a prototype, not the finished product. And again, it's a model made by Minichamp, so I'm sure March had more advanced prototypes back then. But anyway, so let's take a look. Let's take a look inside the cockpit. Pretty cool. I don't have this car, so I have nothing to compare it with. My understanding is that this is a one-off. Not a lot of March Fords were released by Minichamp, so I'm happy to have one of them. Actually, I got this car in a big bundle of old cars, and the seller wasn't too sure what was it, and she just gave it away. Now fast forward. So this is 1976. Fast forward a few gen. Let me put it still here. Fast forward a few gen. Williams arrived on the scene. They won the 1982 World Championship, and they also won the 1980 World Championship with Alan Jones. So Alan Jones was poised to retire. The Williams team invested time and effort in creating, I think, a FW06 with the six-wheel cars. Alan Jones tested that car in 81, but he was still going to retire. So Williams eventually won the 82 World Championship with Keke Rosberg. We already know he won only one race, and well, actually, I'm not sure if he even won a race. But anyway, it was one of the weirdest F1 World Championship there was. And at the end of this World Championship, Williams Engineering, especially led by Patrick Head, they decided to reinvent the concept for the following season. But at that point, obviously the FIA, they caught up and banned completely six-wheel cars. Although six-wheel cars, they were racing F1, especially the special Tyrrell, but they had they had two smaller wheels at the front, which obviously gave better cornering and better handling overall. But what Williams was testing was obviously better speed and traction coming out of the corner, so sort of like a compromise. And Patrick Head was so keen to test this concept that he actually made the FW, what is it called, FW6 D, which eventually it didn't race, but Keke Rosberg had a couple of tests, and everything went smoothly. I personally like six-wheel cars, and here, as you can see, the difference between, let me put it in frame, the difference between in terms of sheer size is not that big, right? There you have it. Number one here at the front, in the wake of Keke Rosberg winning his first and only World Championship. They decided to go with a six-wheeler. Obviously it didn't race. The results were promising. Unfortunately, we will never know how promising it there was. And yeah, it's pretty cool to hold not one, but 2 of these 6-wheel prototypes that never got the chance to race. I'm probably gonna get the Tyrrell one to just make update this video at some point. So do you guys have 6-wheel cars? Do you have it in 1 to 43? Do you have one in 1 to 18? Drop me a comment in the comment section. I personally love them. I'll probably try to collect more of these special F1 cars in the future so we can make more videos. But until then, thanks a lot for your support. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.